Hey there folks, Aldershot here, and today we're going to play some of Kona. This is an early access game, available on Steam at the regular price, around $10 USD, and it's developed by Parable. This game is in early access, as I mentioned already, and it's kind of reminded me of the Long Dark a little bit, and that's one of the reasons why I want to feature it on this channel. Right, we're here to play the first 45 minutes or so, give or take, of the game, and we'll see how that goes. If it goes over well, I might do another video, and if that one does well, I might do a full series on the game. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just kind of enjoy the game for what it is for the time being. One of the reasons why Kona grabbed my attention is because, well, as many of you guys know on this channel, we have at least a small following of Long Dark players. And certainly Kona shares a lot of similar themes to the Long Dark. It both takes place in the northern tundra of Canada. It both is developed in Canada, and they're both in early access. Now where they diverge, I guess you can say, is that the art style is obviously a little bit different. The art style of Kona seems to be a lot closer to, say, Firewatch, with a little bit more of a realistic touch than the Long Dark, let's just say. But also, Kona isn't really a survival game. I almost want to call it a survival game, but it's not really. It's more of a story-based adventure, right? It has more mechanics and more puzzle aspects than, say, Firewatch, but certainly doesn't have the survival gameplay of the Long Dark. So it's really its own thing, you know, but it just reminds me of the Long Dark meets Firewatch, right? Kind of have elements of both those games. But anyways, like I said, let's just jump into the game together here. I did already actually have a small game of this, of Kona, prior to this recording. I didn't get that far. I was just kind of excited and want to check out the game for myself. But we'll start a new game together here. Alright. Reminder, you are playing an early access version of the game. Among other things, the journal and photography mechanics are being revamped. To find out more about our release schedule, please visit Kona.com. Alright, well, that's essentially saying please don't judge us too harshly. We're in early access, which is fine, I suppose. Alright, game's still loading. Let's hurry up, game. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, there we go. Press any button. Alright, I can do that. I can press any button.
Carl Faubert, private detective, had just traveled thousands of kilometers from Montreal to reach this remote middle-of-nowhere area, situated near the far northern Lake Atamipek. Granted, this was a great distance to cover for a sole client, but word had it that he was a particularly wealthy one.
Alright, so maybe it doesn't actually take place in the northern tundra of Canada. We're not talking about Nunavut or, you know, the territories or anything. I think this takes place in the northern parts of Quebec. But still, it's pretty cold up there. It's still a lot of snow up there. And I think you guys can understand where I drew some comparisons to the Long Dark, given these facts. But anyways, we're here in the game. We should probably pick up some stuff here. Let's pick up some cigarettes, sure, and this photograph. This flashlight seems to be useful, and a journal.
Carl had to drive a bit further north in order to meet with wealthy industrialist William Hamilton.
So the way the map works seems to be similar to, say, Firewatch, in that you have to, you know, open it up and look down manually, you know, and there's a little icon in the bottom left-hand corner you're watching closely that actually represents who we are and where we are, and even shows you where, or at least what direction we're looking in. So that's useful. That's good. Put that away.
Hamilton was a prosperous owner who had acquired various businesses, as well as metal mines in this northern region. Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
I'm getting some frame stutters. Let me quickly fix that real quick here. I want to just turn down the view distance a little bit here. I'm running a GTX 760 i5 processor and 8 gigabytes of RAM. So I'm running a fairly mid-tier, if not low mid-tier machine. So that's probably one of the reasons why my computer might not be able to handle this game at its full graphical fidelity. I'm planning on getting an upgrade very, very shortly or very soon. But for the time being, this will have to do. Oh, a flyer. That's cool. That's cool. F to read. Okay, F to read. It's all in French, so looks like we're going to need a translation here. Northern Quebec and its inexhaustible resources. The province of Quebec sits in the
Carl had a lot on his plate. He had to get back on the road.
Inexhaustible abundance of natural resources. Why not take advantage of this? Our valuable resources could travel the world and reach places as far as Dallas, USA. Get involved and invest now. Quebec economic Quebec's economic might will be awakened. There we go. Way to read, Aldershot. At the heart of the wilderness, the north is swarming with wolves, caribou, bears, partridge, foxes, snowy owls, and hordes of other majestic creatures that are every bit the equals of Africa's wildlife. We are the Africa of
the case won't close itself.
America. Come discover the north and experience a genuine white jungle. Alright, well, let's put this down. The game's really hurrying us. It really wants us to get back on the track. I'm just trying to enjoy the scenery, game. Chill out. Anyways, how do I put this back? No, I'm not trying to do any of these things. E? No, I'm trying to put... Escape? Okay, escape, I guess. Alright, fair enough. There's a map. Can we pick up the phone? No, I guess not. I guess not. Anyways, let's get out of this cabin here. Doesn't seem to be much stuff there.
Carl had a lot on his plate.
We'll grab that.
He had to get back on the road.
Yeah. So it looks like the game also features a very vocal narrator that kind of narrates everything that you seem to be doing and speaks about you in the third person. So it's not my own thoughts. This is very much a third party narrating our story. Let's grab this stuff here. Ooh, a first aid kit. How do I access... Oh, eyes for inventory. Okay, so we got journal. We have equip. Equip. Oh, okay, I see. Just some tools, some usables, special... Well, specials. Empty bottles, matches, pincers, Polaroid film, and systems, which is options. Alright. Just getting reacquainted with the game here. Actually, I kind of already knew that stuff from kind of trying out the game earlier a couple days ago, but I wanted to show you guys some of the basics at least, you know, give you guys a feel of the game, if you will. Well, this, pretty sure I have to get in the truck. This gate's probably going to be in our way.
A road blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it.
Yeah. So we'll do it ourselves. Why not? Alright, let's get in the truck and get the hell out of here.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here.
I keep wanting to steer with my mouse because I've been playing American Truck Simulator every now and then, and that's how you steer in that game. But it's not the case.
Was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him.
Ooh. What are they saying about me? Anyways, getting a little bit snowy here.
Carl was not made aware that winter would come early this year. The North made clear who was the boss up there. Snow, which didn't care much about the date when it felt like dumping its first load of the year.
Yes, indeed. Well, this is Canada. It generally is pretty snowy in the winter times. You guys like skiing, you guys should should come up here. You know, check out the sights.
Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people.
Oh, the narrator's really going on with the story here. Hey, I guess whoa. I guess he's kind of unloading the narrative, nice and quick, laying out the plot, if you will.
Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Ooh. And the plot thickens. So to say the least, the graphics look quite nice, hey? Especially for for an early access game. Very high fidelity. Very high fidelity. Even on medium settings that I have on. I can actually play on ultra settings when I'm not recording, but the recording gets a little bit stuttery if I do. Can I head in there? I don't know. Let's just keep going on the road. Why not?
The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Well, I guess the game wants us to stop by the general store. Wherever that is. I think that's coming up pretty soon, maybe. Probably this thing here. This definitely looks like a store that sells general items. It's probably a general store. Oh god. Horrible. Horrible driver here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to park a little bit better than
Given
that.
the circumstances, leaving with an empty tank would be a death warrant. Carl had to refuel.
I just want to
Given the
repark.
circumstances,
Okay, whatever.
Leaving with an empty tank would be a death warrant. Carl had to refuel.
Alright, the game wants us to explore this general
A
store before
milkman
we
had to
can move, I
drive by
guess.
every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Really, really nice looking game. I gotta say that. It's a beautiful looking game, graphically speaking. I'm curious to know what time era this place takes place in. It's definitely an older time. It's definitely not modern, that's for sure. Good old sugar and caffeine. Mm-hmm. What's this? Something updated our journal? Oh, the place is a mess. I get ya. Even the cans look really nice in this game. It is a gorgeous looking game. You can't deny that fact, right? So far it kind of plays sort of walking simulator-ish. And there's Labrador. And there's a part of Newfoundland that they've cut off. A map of the province of Quebec. Alright, well, anyways, let's move forward here. I'm from Newfoundland originally, by the way, guys. Oh.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Okay. Okay. Let's throw on our flashlights. There we go. That should help things out. A cereal box. Well, thanks for the update. I didn't realize that was a cereal box until the text came out, apparently. Oh, what's this? That's in French, and I'm a terrible Canadian and can't read French. Let's do the translation. Mr. Lamothe. I don't know, I'm butchering the pronunciation of that. Anyways, here is the spark plug that you ordered for your Skidoo Olympique. This model is very popular, so it was difficult. This model is very popular, so it was difficult to find a new one quickly. I kind of expected to say it wasn't very popular, and that's why it's difficult, but whatever. Thank you for choosing Garage Padvin et Villes in that word. Truly, Gatan Padovan. Well, that was a lot of butchered words in a very short span of time. I apologize for that. Anyways, back to our flashlight. All right. What's this? Is this the same damn flyer? It is. I don't want to read it. I don't want it.
Whatever happened here, things got pretty rough. And not a trace of Hamilton.
So I'm looking for a guy named Hamilton, apparently. This looks like a fuse box.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Okay. Turn the garage off, turn the store on. Nothing's happening. Okay. Well, I guess we'll keep exploring, hey?
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training.
Some wolves scattering off.
Always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
So I need pincers of some sort, pliers maybe, and some tape in order to get this running. And I don't have those
Carl
things.
was no electrician, but he
Alright.
could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
What is this? For those who haven't been to Canada, this isn't normal, even for Canada. We don't get icicle craters like this. This is a little odd. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Oh, something popped up. Oh, it's a
Polaroid.
photograph
Carl's
opportunity.
long-standing and faithful ally had seen his share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's
suppose-
always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
Why not? Ah, so pretty. Let's
Carl
keep it.
was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's not normal, even for Canada. That's weird. Anyways, let's put away our camera. Can we get in here, I wonder? It's locked. Of course it's locked. Doors are shut from the other side. I can break this open, though. I guess this is kind of a shortcut. Is there a quick way? Yeah, tab is a quick way to put away your equipped items. Everything's in French.
Hate was in the air. Seems like some villagers barely tolerated each other.
Let it be known you're nothing more than a brigand, a robber, a garbage hoarder, a viper, a leech, a monster. You're holding a knife at my throat. Too bad for me, but... Okay. Interesting. Somebody is apparently a lot of things. I need to get in there somehow, I think. There's got to be something here with the keys, I would imagine. I guess we should just take a look around. I didn't quite get... I don't think I got this far in my trial game, so... Over the last few days, a lack of resources forced the death investigation of Pierre Blas to come to a halt. The autopsy of the body conducted over the last few weeks didn't reveal any clues that could have helped the investigators, who refused to comment on what would happen next. This new development is happening in the context of the hypothesis of an accident, which is still, in spite of skepticism expressed by the local population, the ongoing official cause of death provided by the authorities. The incident is said to have occurred in the forest surrounding Lake Atamipek. Pierre Blas was found lifeless 2 weeks ago near the footpath leading to the soon-to-be-restored copper mine. Blas, an engineer by training who was working on behalf of the consortium headed by William Hamilton, the guy who we were looking for apparently, was reportedly in charge of the development plans surrounding the reopening of the mine. At first, police had disclosed that the body had been desecrated.
I wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Today, the official version is that it was partially devoured by beasts, hence the original assumption that a crime had been committed. All right. I do wish the game would give me some time to read the damn things that it wants me to read, though, instead of hurrying me all the time. It's getting a little annoying, Mr. Narrator. And we still have to find some keys. Let's go back in here and look maybe a little bit harder. It might be in the store, and maybe we missed it, which is what I suspect. We haven't really checked this area. We should probably do that.
You don't leave ammunition out in the open like this. Was Gilles Lachance that careless?
Oh, there's some tape. Okay, that's a start. Did we pick up pliers as well? Oh, and the garage
Finding a key
keys.
is easy. Finding the right keyhole, not so much.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm not gonna waste our time.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
A whole lot of nothing there.
Gilles
And
Lachance, Carl recollected, was the general store's manager. Should Hamilton not be available, he was the man to talk to. Or what if Hamilton had moved up his appointment with his physician?
Gilles, some guy from Montreal is supposed to meet me at the general store. I gotta swing by Dr. That word, that name first, so I'll be running late. So I want you to welcome him, and please be kind. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm not a French speaker. I'm going to absolutely butcher all of those names to the point where I don't even really want to read them. You know, so I apologize for that. Like I said, I'm a terrible Canadian. I don't know French. I barely made it past French class in elementary school. So yeah, I'm not strong with the French language, unfortunately. Anyways, we got the keys and we got some duct tape. So back out we go, maybe. I just want to give this place a good going over, just to make sure we're not missing anything here. Oh, a spark plug. Okay, that's good.
By all appearances, the general store also served as a post office. Letters and packages awaited the locals' daily visit.
Now can we start this thing? We're still missing pliers. We got the garage keys though, so maybe we can go in here now. Oh, we actually have stats here. Temperature 39%. That's not good. Weight, stress. Okay, so we actually do have some stats to manage as well, which is kind of interesting. Okay, we're in the garage now. I think you guys can plainly see that. Nice car, buddy. Maybe we can get some pliers from the garage. It seems like a place to get such a tool. There's some screws. Oh, there's the pliers. Good, good, good. Ah, such good music. Oh, my vision's getting blurred. Probably because of our stats? Our temperature or whatever?
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power.
No, wrong thing. There we go. Much better. Curious if we can, no, I guess we can't get into the car. Oh, we can look at the trunk, which has nothing. Oh well. Oh well.
The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, Car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
Oh, okay. We probably have to, now that we have the items to start the generator, we probably have to power up the garage in order to lift up the car, and then we can maybe get access to the crowbar. Our vision keeps getting blurred because of our stats being low, I guess. I don't know how I feel about the stats system. It feels a little arbitrary. I don't know if a game like this actually needs it, but who am I to say? We only just started, so I'm not going to judge it too harshly on that, obviously. Anyways, let's turn off the store, turn on the garage. Main power? Is it on? Let's go and check. Let's try and be quick about it here. Is the power on? Close the door. Maybe it'll help our temperature situation here. There has to be a switch to jack up the car, right? That's what I would imagine. I wish our vision would stop getting blurred, though. Is our temperature increasing? Is it getting better? It's not getting better. Alright, well, let's go back in the store and turn on the store's power, I guess. Okay, let's be quick about this. Go, go, go. Because our stats is not looking so hot, apparently. I wish there was a quicker way to equip my flashlight. There probably is. Oh wait, 1 to 4. Oh yeah, okay. I can use my numpad. Hey, good stuff, good stuff. Pump 1, pump 2. Yeah, we already read that. Already read that. Okay. Close the door. Trying to keep the heat in here. Mama didn't raise us in a barn here. Generator. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Ah, temperature is rising now. Good. Turn that off. Is the store on now? I'm not really sure. Not really sure here. Let's try. See one of these things are working now. No. Let's try again. There's like 3 options on that switch, and it's confusing me. Turned off. I guess now it's on? I'm thinking. Okay, something's happening. I kind of want to get the crowbar from the garage though, but well, if this is working, we'll go with it. Deposit. Oh, we can deposit things in the trunk. That's cool. I don't think we need to right now, but it's good to know. Good to know. Let's get some gasoline here. I like how the car automatically parked properly after we turned the power on. That's a good thing, I guess. Let's try one more time for the pump over here. I really want to get that crowbar, and our stats are doing a lot better now. We're not as stressed, and our temperature is fine now. So everything seems to be on the up and up. I just can't seem to find the switch that jacks up the car. That's the only thing, right? Is this it? No. Oh, this is it, right here.
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power.
Okay, we'll fix that. We'll fix that, hopefully. I think I have an idea here, guys. It says the garage and the store can't be turned on at the same time. So what we're going to do, turn off.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied
that
with
off.
electricity at the same time.
Okay, I want the other thing. Okay, here we go. Turn that one on. Now it should work. I'm thinking, I'm hoping. Well, we'll find. Oh, the light's on now. This light is also on now.
Carl was making progress. But the
Oh,
lift probably needed some more juice to work properly. The crowbar was stuck under the lift.
more
Notwithstanding
juice.
Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
How much more juice do I have to give it? I don't have any more juice to give it, brother.
The crowbar was
Oh
stuck
well.
under
We'll come back for
Notwithstanding
it.
Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
I guess we'll come back for it at a later date. I'll keep it on. Yeah, oh well. We'll come back at a later date. It says it needs more juice. I don't know what to do for that. I'll probably have to come back with something else. You know how these games are. Anyways, let's continue down our path here now that we have some gasoline. And see what else this great northern Quebec has to offer, you know, as far as our adventure is concerned. I hope I went down the right path, because it actually split into a fork earlier, if you guys saw that. Right now I'm just driving down this area here. Actually, you know what? Let's pull over right quick, or stop at least, because I want to take a look at our map here. See where we're going. Are we going the right way? Should I have taken a left? I'm thinking maybe I should have taken a left. Not really sure here. Let's check our journal maybe. Put away our map. Put away our map. I can't access my journal. Okay. Well, we'll just keep driving up and see what happens. This game definitely seems a little bit more open-ended than, say, Firewatch. It definitely gives you a lot more room to, I guess, explore the world. And because of that, more opportunities to kind of get lost and be maybe slightly confused. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. What's this?
The track was fresh. That meant the car sunk down just a little while ago. Now where the hell could the passengers possibly have gone?
We got some photographs. I don't think
Road
we'll...
turned into nothingness. Carl hated dead ends. Made him feel trapped. It seemed like the lake managed to completely swallow the road.
I don't think we're going to get down that path anytime soon. Let's check out what this area has to offer here. I'm trying to read this. Here we go. The manual owner seems to be Wilfred Roy. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's down here. I'm curious now. There seems to be wolf tracks as well. That might be dangerous, but we will see. Oh, what's going on?
Carl felt engulfed by a wave of cold, and for a second thought he was fainting.
The hell's happening?
Carl had no issue recognizing the spirit-like figures, but he couldn't figure out what they wanted from him.
Okay. Okay. This is a little odd. Looks like this game might be telling something of a supernatural story. Because this isn't normal. This isn't like something that happens in Canada all the time. I'll just say that much. What's up here?
Carl sensed that the cold was beating a retreat, as if he was moving away from some kind of center of gravity.
Okay. It's a little bit odd. A little bit odd indeed. Anyways, let's not stray too far. I don't want to lose where my car is. I'm already pretty bad with directions, so let's head back this way.
Carl knew why he was suddenly shivering. He was going back to the realm of visions. The further Carl moved away from the ice block, the more his senses came back to him.
Okay, good to know, good to know. So, there's something up with the ice here. Something not normal, to say the least.
Someone must have dropped this in a hurry, but whoever did was heading into the woods. Carl's tracking instincts were quickly kicking in.
Alright, so that was a little weird. It doesn't look like we can go down either of those paths. We're probably going to have to turn around. Check out the other path that kind of split that we already drove past. And see where that leads. I think that's the best thing we can do right now. Let's check our map right quick here. So we go down a little bit. There's a few other paths too. I don't know. Let's check them all out. Hey, can we drive with the map open? Oh, we can. Nice. This is going to help us and annoy us at the same time. We can do this. We can do this. Let's head down this way. It seems to be a small cul-de-sac. Actually, you know what? You know what? Get rid of that map. Seems to be a small cul-de-sac down here, so we'll quickly check out what's here, seeing how we're going to pass it anyways. Okay, so it seems like a house of some sort.
A wintry atmosphere surrounded the house.
Indeed.
The soundlessness of the area suggested it was empty.
Well, let's check it out. Let's check it out. There's a single boot. Where's the other
When
boot?
finding a boot, one wonders what became of the foot.
Indeed. Okay, the lights are on. I don't think anyone's home, though. Some dominoes. What's this? Combined with a magnet. And we'll get something,
The
apparently.
coals were still warm. Someone must have been stirring them up.
Have they fled? Perceptively. Interesting. I don't have enough materials to start a fire, apparently. Okay.
Money in a jar. What a shame. Carl would have loved cookies.
Seems to be smokes here. We'll grab some of those. I don't know why, but we did. Cigarettes. Don't smoke, guys. I'm a smoker and it's horrible. I'm just saying. It's horrible. It's smelly. It's addictive. And worst of all, worse than all those things, including the adverse health effects, is the damn cost. I would have so much more money if I didn't smoke. I'm just saying, guys. Smoking's bad. Speaking from experience here.
A pay stub for some undoubtedly harsh lumberjack work. Alexandre Blais felled trees and chopped woods for Cloutier et Fils.
Good to know. So this is Alexander Blair's house, hey? Alexander Blair. Hey, if I'm going to butcher these people's names, I might as well have some fun doing it, I guess. Oh, some hacky cards. That's real nice. Someone's a Habs fan, I see. I guess this does take place in Quebec. It would make sense. I don't know. Patrick Waugh was pretty cool, I guess, when I was a kid. I really liked the dude. He was a goalie for the Habs, the Montreal Canadiens.
If the blankets suggested people woke up precipitously, Carl saw evidence of a disorderly escape. So what was it?
Don't ask me why the Montreal Canadiens nickname is the Habs. It makes no sense to me. I don't really follow hockey that much, but it just is for those who might not be familiar with hockey. Hockey card, Ted Harris. Cool. Let's turn this off. It's annoying. Turn off. There we go. Good job. Good job, game. I don't think there's anything in here. Let's take a read. I fear the worst for Alexandra. He hardly gets any sleep. I thought it was the work, but it seems to be far worse than that. From dusk till dawn, he stares into the void. He barely speaks to me. His son asked him to play the ball, and he didn't say a word. In that way, he has to glance at the window. Last night, I heard him mumble in his sleep. "He's coming," he murmured. I don't know why, but those words left a deep impression on me. He woke up shortly after, covered in sweat. He couldn't remember his dream, obviously. He didn't go back to sleep after that, chain smoking the night away over the window. He told me to pack up my things this morning. I wonder why. Does he himself know? We're waiting, but for what? I feel dread. Louise's diary. Okay, that's interesting enough. So something ominous is obviously happening in this little Quebec town. And I guess we're here to figure out what that is. It won't let me check the genes for some reason. I'm pressing the key, but maybe he's glitched or something. I don't know. It's just not working, man. It's just not working. It's probably not that important anyways. Hopefully not anyways, because it's not working, whatever that little magnifying glass wants us to do with it.
A window left open in that weather? Perhaps something had to be watched.
Interesting. Interesting. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything here. A drawing. It looks like Slender Man. And nothing in there. Okay. I think that'll do it for this house.
Astonishingly enough, the electricity had managed to endure all this time.
Did we? I don't think we checked this room yet. I think it's the bathroom. The bulb's burned out. Okay. That's fine. We got our trusty flashlight here. Oh, I found some aspirin. Medicine. For your head. No, a whole lot of nothing in there. Or there. Nothing in the tub. I guess this isn't Resident Evil. I shouldn't expect to find like a red gem in the tub or something like that. Okay, well, I guess that's it for this house. Does the phone work? Probably not. Oh, some keys. Let's grab that.
The key, which seemed to be meant for a padlock, bore an inscription reading Cloutier and Sons. A company name. Better keep an eye open. Businesses weren't exactly numerous around these parts.
Is it maybe back at the convenience store again? I don't know. Let's check in here. Because we haven't yet. And it's locked. Alright. Alright. Well, pretty cool. Well, folks, I think that'll do it for this little Let's Play here. We'll end the video here. And, yeah, Kona. Pretty interesting little game, for sure. Definitely scores points on its visual fidelity, to say the least. It's a beautiful looking game. It really, really is. I don't think very many people will argue this fact. The gameplay, as you guys saw, seems to be similar to other walking simulator-ish games, but it seems to have some more exploratory, maybe even some more puzzle elements to it
Swing was a harsh reminder for Carl that he was walking through a desert town.
than other walking simulator games. It seems to want you to explore and find things on your own and put things together as you progress through the game. And there seems to be a stat system that you have to micromanage, although it's obviously not quite as detailed or as deep as, say, the Long Dark, right? Like I said, I wouldn't call this a survival game by any means, but it kind of wants to be based on what I've seen so far. Although I think this game really should stick with Walking Simulator Adventurer, right? I'm not sure how much gameplay, I don't know, enjoyment that these stat systems is actually adding to the overall game. Because I don't know, like a game like this beautiful, and that put this much emphasis in exploring and kind of taking in the sights and all that kind of stuff. Having the announcer hurrying you along the way kind of diminishes that experience. And the stat system with the cold meter and all, and the stress meter and all that kind of stuff, again hurrying you along your way, I guess trying to keep the game's pace moving and going forward, it kind of diminishes the experience of slowly taking everything in which this game, should, take its time with, should really employ. It's a beautiful game. I want to take my time. I want to look around. I want to see all the little details and all the nuances that the developers put into the environments and the storytelling from the environments, right? But with the narrator hurrying me along, and with the stat system kind of forcing me to hurry along, that's kind of diminished a little bit. So that's really, based on our short experience, that would be the kind of criticism I would offer the game, in that I really don't think this kind of stat system fits into the overall game. I think the developers might be trying to do too much with the game. I think the developers don't want this game to be called a walking simulator, so they put some sort of micromanaging stat system for the player to play around with. But from my short experience, it didn't really add to the fun of the game. The fun of the game is just exploring, just looking around, just, taking everything in and unraveling the mystery and the story slowly, because the game is beautiful. The game is ambient and is engrossing in its environment and in its details, right? So it should really play that up rather than having the fear of being called a walking simulator. Again, I don't think, the term walking simulator is necessarily derogatory. I think it's simply just a descriptive term until the industry can find a better term to describe these forms of games, right? Much like how Doom used to be called, or how first-person shooters used to be called Doom clones, and how MOBA games used to be called Dota clones. I think walking simulators will come into its own genre eventually, right? So I don't think necessarily that developers need to hide the fact that they're making walking simulator games, and I really think that these stat systems is there simply to hide the fact that this is very much a walking simulator, right? But overall, a very enjoyable experience from our short play of Kona. This is the first 45 minutes of Kona. This is in early access, and it's available on Steam, as I said in the beginning. If you enjoyed this, let me know. I might do another video if this video does well, if there's enough demand for it. And if the demand continues, I might do a full series on Kona, because I'm having a good time. I'm hoping you guys are as well. Anyways, folks, thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for the likes and the comments and all that kind of good stuff. And if you enjoyed this, show me some love. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll bring you lots more video games just like this. Thanks for watching, everybody. All the shout outs.